Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney of Spittin Chiclets just dropped an absolute bomb about the Anaheim Ducks locker room and Greg Cronin.
Cronin is absolutely despised by the Ducks players. I think Greg Cronin's been around the game long enough where you talk about teaching an old dog new tricks is probably hard. Anaheim's not good, and the guys are miserable.
My understanding is a lot of them in their post-season meetings last year were like, this guy's not the answer. We need somebody different in the seat to teach us the pro game and not just screaming at us. Where I'm hearing that it's one of the most dysfunctional locker rooms in the National Hockey League.
So this is pretty damning information from Biz and Whit. These are two guys who are very, very connected to players in the NHL, and they also do not have a problem blowing up the spot of management and coaches that they don't agree with. Mike Babcock can attest to that, so I have a hard time believing that these two are just making this up wholesale. Maybe there's a little bit of exaggeration, maybe there's a little bit of whinging from some of the players on this, but if there's any truth to this, the Anaheim Ducks and Greg Cronin are in some real trouble. It's particularly a bad look for Cronin because this is only his second year as head coach of the Anaheim Ducks, and if players were already sick of him after 1 year, that really says a lot. Cronin was not that accomplished a coach at the collegiate level before coming to Anaheim, and in my opinion, if you're going to have one of these hard-nosed coaches with a very old-school mentality, guys like John Tortorella, Peter Laviolette, Rick Tocchet, and all of them, they better either be winning or have the pedigree to back it up. Torts can be a hard ass on his players because he has the Stanley Cup ring to back it up. When you're a guy like Greg Cronin coming into the NHL in your first year and you haven't won shit and your team is losing, players are not going to take you seriously and they're going to tune you out if you are being a hard ass to them. Now, I do think there's a chance that Cronin could stick around a little bit because he's serving under Pat Verbeek, the Anaheim Ducks GM, who seems to have a lot of that old school mentality as well, but the backing of management can only take you so far if the results don't come soon.